Hi guys! Welcome to this channel. The ULTIMEA Skywave X50 is one of those products that doesn't just try to upgrade your home theater setup, it wants to redefine what a wireless Dolby Atmos system can be, and after spending time with it, it's clear ULTIMEA came to play. Right away, the first thing you notice is that this is a full 5.1.4 channel system that's actually wireless. Not the fake wireless but still wired setups you usually see at this price point. This one runs on a dual 5 GHz transmission protocol that feels more like next-gen networking than home audio gear. No dropouts, no clipping, no interference even in busy Wi-Fi environments. It's shockingly stable, and the freedom you get from not running speaker cables around the room is honestly the biggest quality of life win I've seen in a soundbar system in a while. But the wireless convenience is only half the story, because what really sells the Skywave X50 is the experience. The full, immersive, three-dimensional soundstage that legit feels like the audio is unhooked from the speakers and floating in space. ULTIMEA calls this a professional 5.1.4 setup, and with 4 dedicated height channels, you really do get that sense of audio above you. Watching scenes with rain, jets, jungle ambience, anything with rich vertical layering, the sound doesn't just surround you, it wraps around the entire listening space. Helicopters feel like they're hovering in the room, thunder rolls across the ceiling, and ambient effects have this airy precision that you normally only hear with far more expensive Atmos systems, the kind with giant towers and AV receivers. And all this atmospheric separation is powered by something you don't see often in consumer soundbars, a GaN amplifier. Gallium nitride amps aren't common outside high-end audio gear, but here it gives the Skywave X50 a crazy advantage. 98% efficiency, super low heat, and almost instant response. It's about 8 times faster than traditional silicon amps, which means cleaner transients, sharper detail, and a dynamic range that holds steady even when you crank it near max volume. And because GaN is so efficient, everything runs cooler, like 50% cooler, so the system stays stable and distortion-free while delivering massive output. Speaking of output, the Skywave X50 hits 760 watts peak power, which is kind of wild for a soundbar. This thing gets loud. Not just loud for a living room, but loud to the point where you actually feel the air move. And that's largely thanks to the Gravis ultralinear subwoofer. It uses an 8-inch driver with a big waveguide and a tuned acoustic chamber that pushes bass all the way down to 28 Hz. That's subwoofer territory you don't usually see unless you're pairing dedicated subs with separate receivers. But what's cool is not just how deep the bass goes, but how clean it stays. There's no mushiness, no boomy resonance, none of that drone that cheap subs produce when they're pushed too hard. This one keeps its composure, and even at higher volumes, the bass stays tight, warm, and textured. Movie explosions don't just rumble, they punch. Music tracks don't just vibrate, they feel controlled and layered. And because the system is built around ULTIMEA's NEURACORE audio engine, a triple-core DSP with dual-core MCU, you're getting 24-bit/192 kHz processing with under 0.5% distortion, which is absurdly good for a soundbar. This thing is pushing up to 2000 MIPS of processing power, supporting up to 17 audio channels, so the surround imaging is laser precise. You can hear exact placement of sound effects, tiny details in dialogue, and microspatial cues that make the room sound bigger than it actually is. It's the kind of detail where someone walking behind a character feels like footsteps move behind you. Add Dolby Atmos on top, and you get one of the most cinematic sound fields in this class. Now, all that power wouldn't matter if the visuals got compromised, but ULTIMEA made sure the Skywave X50 supports full 4K HDR pass-through, so you're getting clean, uncompressed video straight to your TV with the dynamic range, color vibrancy, and contrast fully intact. No latency, no weird handshake issues, just reliable HDMI eARC performance and a simple plug-and-play connection. And from the outside, the Skywave X50 looks beautiful. The soundbar has a clean metal grille, rose gold accents that feel subtle but premium, and a subwoofer wrapped in wood grain that feels more like a piece of furniture than a piece of tech. It has this balance between minimalism and presence, modern, but still warm enough to blend into a living room. Overall, the entire system feels thoughtfully designed, both visually and functionally. You get HDMI eARC, optical, Bluetooth, USB, pretty much every connection you'd want, and the wireless surround speakers automatically sync with zero hassle. The whole system feels like ULTIMEA tried to take every annoying part of setting up a home theater and make it vanish. So yeah, the Skywave X50 isn't your average soundbar. It brings serious power, legit Dolby Atmos performance, and a wireless setup that actually works the way it's supposed to. If you're trying to build a cinematic home theater experience without the mess of a receiver, speaker wires, or complicated calibration tools, this is one of the most impressive all-in-one Atmos systems I've tested at anything near this price point. It's powerful, clean, modern, and immersive in a way that doesn't just fill your room with sound, it transforms it.